Oh my god, why drink LaCroix when you could have this? Hi friends. I hope you all enjoyed the first installment of the new palette potential series on the Muse Beauty Rococo palette. If you haven't seen it yet, I will link it up here. Also, if you are unfamiliar with the palette potential series, I will leave the full playlist down below in the description box. I've been doing it for a while now, and I always come back to it because it's the perfect way to review a palette in depth to its fullest potential. So if you haven't checked out the playlist, I highly suggest it. Goes always back, so be kind. I ended up really enjoying the last look. When I went back through the footage, it does translate really, really well on camera. But today's look, I'm gonna try and do a little bit of a detour. I'm really feeling the peaches and oranges, this quad kind of kitty corner to the one we just used. And I'm kind of in a 60s mod girl slash kind of drag vibe. So I'm gonna do something a little bit more structured today with a nice cut crease, and I think that's gonna be really fun. Plus these colors are so perfect for summer, and it's a beautiful June day today. I think we should just dive on in look number 2 with the Rococo palette. If that sounds like fun to you, then please keep on watching and let's get started. Also, I keep forgetting to put this in my videos. I had a subscriber ask me ages ago how I styled my hair when it was curly, because this is actually my natural hair texture. And this person was just wondering if I used any products specifically, and I do. It's this product my stylist recommended to me by Kevin Murphy. It's called Killer Waves, and it's a curl enhancer for fine hair, which I think is the reason it works so well for me. I have incredibly fine angel baby hair. Most curl products do not work for me. They weigh it down. It has the texture of like sea salt spray, you know, those like beachy wave sprays that you can get, plus like a dry shampoo all in one. It's a really interesting product, and you have to use it on dry hair too, which is also counterintuitive, but hear me out. You spray this on your dry hair, and all you have to do is just take your fingers and go like this and form it into whatever shape you want it to be, and it will just magically form into slightly tousled beachy curls. Don't ask me how it works. I think it's witchcraft, but it's like the best curl product I've ever used in my life. It's the only one that works for me. Also smells so good. Kevin Murphy products always smell amazing. So if you have curly hair that's also incredibly fine, this is the product. Go and get yourself some. This has been a PSA. So definitely I was a little bit inspired by Beats by Lizzie. If you've never seen Beats by Lizzie's Instagram, you gotta check it out. It is retro perfection. So beautiful, and the looks are always so mod girl inspired. By the way, just priming away. So whenever I do something that is a bit more retro or mod vibes, I always think about Beats by Lizzie. But also I've been very inspired by the most recent marketing photos from the Life's a Drag re-upload, re-edit, remixed, reloaded palette? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, one of the looks that they did for the press photos, Robbie DeChristie recreated it recently. I'll throw that video up here. It was really cute. So I thought I'd draw inspiration from both those worlds, but kind of do my own thing as well. Let's just jump on in by throwing Magdalene. Oh, that's me. Oh, close enough. My name, Madelaide, is actually derivative from Magdalene. Let's start by building Magdalene into a nice shape along the crease. Let's get into it. Focusing a lot of the height of the curve on the inner portion and then tapering it down that way. Basically an inversion of what modern eye makeup has morphed into. Like last week's video, a lot of eyeshadow looks these days are pulled up, winged out to lift the face, make everything look younger, more youthful. But there's also something quite youthful about a more doll-like shape, you know what I mean? Anyway, this eyeshadow is lovely. What a beautiful color. And it's practically just blending itself. I'm not even really paying much attention to this, and it is gorgeous. I could wear this all summer long. This is such a perfect peach. Making sure that's nice and blended on the outside edge there. That is giving me like creamsicle, orange creamsicle. I'm gonna build some depth now with a little bit of allegory. This one seems like it needs some building up. I don't think you can hear this, but there's someone upstairs who's literally blasting Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. And that is such a mood. I remember playing that song on my CD player in my bedroom to actual death. They're a little more similar than I thought they would be on the eye. In the pan, I think there's a little bit more of a difference in depth. Like, that's the color hair I want. All right, let's cut a crease with some glitter primer. It's just my app being like, have you had enough water today? No. All right, for the shape, really play up that inner third. And then have it taper down to the outer corner. And I'm not taking it all the way down to the lash line because I think we're gonna do a wing. Part of me does wish that the glitter primer was a little bit more pigmented so I could see what I was doing. All right, let's tap right into Shepherdess with the same brush. I've been dying to see what this looks like. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Like, not a gold, yellow. I'm really into it. Gorgeous. Just so like soft and buttery. Oh, I really like that. For the wing shape, gonna keep it quite flat out this way and then sort of thicker on the inner portion here. I feel like when you round out that inner third with the liner, it really adds to the mod girl vibe. I went a little too far down the eyeshadow in this corner, so I'm gonna clean that up a little bit with some concealer. I might actually take that cut crease a little bit further just to connect these two things, but I'll do that later. For now, I want to try and figure out what to do with the lower lash line. Part of me kind of wants to do something different on the lower lash line. Like, this neutral seems really appealing to me. Yeah, I might just do that. And I think I want to start a little bit away from the eye. And I don't think I want to attach it. I think I want to leave it. I don't think this is gonna be quite dark enough for what I wanna do. Yeah, I think I might just wanna go in with Allegory because it's just not quite dark enough for what I wanna do. Let's grab some NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Milk on a little brush. Really emphasize this negative space with some white. And then I'll just pop that in the waterline as well. Clean up the edge a little bit with a little more eyeshadow. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that for now. And I think it'll come together once I throw some lashes on. So why don't I go do that, throw this on the other side, and then we will come back and finish the rest of the look. All right, the other side is mostly done, the lashes are on. I just wanted to pop back in here because I ended up scrapping what I did on this side for the lower lash line. I kept looking at it and I just like did not want to do it on the other side. Not enamored with how it turned out. So I wanted to pop back in here to show you guys what I'm gonna do with the lower lash line instead. I think I just overcomplicated things. I want to simplify, simplify, simplify. I'm gonna go back into Allegory, which is that orange. Whenever I try to make things more complicated than they have to be, I just end up shooting myself in the foot. I think maybe I just don't have the right eye shape for interesting lower lash line techniques. Or maybe it's just my own insecurities coming out. You'll have to let me know if you actually liked what was going on the lower lash line, because honestly, I just could not stare at it anymore. I was like, nope. But you know, like when you're hanging out with people, you don't want to be wearing complicated makeup that you're just going to be thinking about all night. So let's just keep it simple. All right, dipping into some Magdalene, that peach. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that. I think I want to keep the waterline white though. I mean, I've talked about this before, feeling pressure to make things more complicated, not wanting to just regurgitate the same look over and over again, in fear that people might get bored. But listen, if Tati can do the same goddamn warm brown smoky eye in every single video, then gosh darn it, I can repeat a couple of looks. Okay, for blush, I mean, we've got a pretty good peach blush right here, so I think I'm just going to use it, which is slowly becoming my MO. I really want to see what it looks like, so we're just gonna get right into it. Might be a bit too light, but we can always deepen it up with something else. Oh gosh, this corner of my face has taken a beating today, that's for sure, right here. So if it's looking a bit ashy, that's why. Definitely laying down a little bit smoother on this side of my face. I think this is maybe my favorite matte shade in the palette so far. Let's layer up with a little bit of Luminoso. You just can't do a peach look without Luminoso. It's just impossible. I don't make the rules. Okay, for highlight, let's try something new that I actually have never worn on my face before, which is terrifying. I feel like with the yellow cut crease, I had to pull this out. This is Solar Sailor from Kaleidos. I've yet to use it because, well, it's a little insane. Like a pure, bright yellow highlighter. And I kind of just want to see what happens because I think it's gonna go perfectly with this look. And like other Kaleidos highlighters I've tried, I think they look a little crazier in the pan and swatch than they do actually on the face. Somehow when they get on the actual skin, they kind of transform and become wearable in a way. Even when you're, you know, actually applying blue glitter to your face. It's wild. So let's go in with some Solar Sailor. Oh yeah. Like it's so summery. It's so hard to find one that doesn't pull straight up gold or champagne. It's so rare when something just casually works out the way you want it to. Oh, and that is for sure going into the inner corner. Just have to figure out the lip. I always go back to this lip liner because I want it to work. Because in theory, the color is so beautiful. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses Stay On Lip Contouring Pencil. And it's in the shade Spiced Nude. And I've always wanted this shade to work on me, but it's deceptively too light for me. Do you see that? It's almost lighter than the actual color of my lips. I'm gonna go ahead with it anyway. I mean, it kind of works, but if it were just like a step down, like one shade darker, I'm just gonna go over some of the edges with Almond Rose, just around the perimeter and the top, just to give it some dimension. And then here's something that I really liked from the video before last, but it just didn't go, so we switched it out. I'm gonna give a second try to the Gimme Glow Vivid Lip Paint in the color Juicy Melon. Oh yeah, that definitely worked. That's perfect. All right, let's spray her down. And a little bit of bottom mascara before I forget. By the way, I don't even think I said what lashes I was using. It's the Pure and Raw Beauty Christie Lovely Lashes. Pulled out a fresh pair for this one. You can barely see them because these lashes are quite subdued and this liner is the opposite. All right, folks, I'm gonna call it a day. This is the look all done. Bit of a bumpy road, but I am moderately pleased with the outcome. I feel cute, so if that's the end result, then I've won. And I gotta tell you, I love this corner of the palette. Again, these are shades that I do not remember upon initial inspection of this palette, but this corner is so fresh and so summer ready. Peaches and oranges and yellow. It's so citrus. It's so fruity. Magdalene, just like the perfect peach. And I think it paired really well with that highlight too. I was really happy with that. Everything came together in the end. I think this was a good confluence of good products. The lip really works with this. The Vivid Lip Paints from Gimme Glow, these are comfy as heck. If you get the glossy version, so light, but super hydrating. Kind of has a lip oil texture, but a little bit lighter. It's perfect. I love it. I'm really glad that I changed out the lower lash line. I feel like whenever I make a mistake on this channel, I'm always taking you on a journey with me, but hopefully seeing the mistake and also the correction is helpful for you guys. I was just not feeling it. And this is, albeit simpler, but it's good enough to be sitting, eating takeout with my parents, which is exactly what I'm gonna go do right now. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for the next video, but if there's a color in here that you are dying to see in action, please leave it down below in the comments. Also, let me know what you think of this look. How do you feel this stacks up in comparison to the first look that we did with this palette? Any and all thoughts, leave them down below. And I think that about wraps it up, so I'm going to head out, but before I do, please let me rattle off the spiel to you. Here are the many ways that you can help out my channel. You can give this video a huge thumbs up. You can comment down below what you thought of everything. You can subscribe. Any and all engagement with this video is incredibly crucial to its success in the algorithm. So if you have a few spare seconds, please engage with this video. You can follow me on other social media. I will leave those right there. If you wish to support me financially, I do have a Patreon. The link is down below in the description box, along with a bunch of petitions to sign and places to donate. And with that, folks, please stay safe, stay sane, wash your hands, wear a mask, stay home if you can, get vaccinated if you can. Just keep doing your best, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.